Noticing the lights were still on, I realized Greg must still be working. I excitedly opened the door and rushed in. What I saw tore me to pieces. Hello there, my name is Anya. I grew up in a happy family. I saw how much my parents loved each other. They used to tell me that they were each other's soulmates. So, as a young girl, I dreamed of meeting my soulmate too. Ah, my soulmate, the one man who will complete me, my one and only true love. If you want to find your soulmate, like this video and hit subscribe. Make sure to click the notification bell to keep updated with more fascinating stories like this. When I met Greg back in college, I immediately knew that he was the one. I have had a few boyfriends before, but I have never felt such an overwhelming intellectual, emotional, and sexual affinity to any of them before Greg. He was both my lover and my best friend. Greg thought the same about me. He told me that he never met anyone like me before, and that I was the most wonderful and beautiful woman he had ever met in his life. We were so compatible. After we graduated from college, we decided to tie the knot right away. Our 10-year marriage was blissful, and we had a wonderful life together. We had 2 kids, and we were happy. It felt like I was living in a dream, but then that dream turned into a nightmare. It all started when Greg was first offered a higher-paying job in another city. At first, I never thought that his new job could affect us the way it did, since it was only a few hours' commute from our place. He'd leave early in the morning and be home an hour or 2 later than he usually was at night. But he still made sure that he had time for me and the kids. All was well for several months until Greg started to work later and later to finish things in the company. He told me that if he worked hard enough, he might get promoted as a manager, and we'd enjoy an even better life together. Soon, there were times when he didn't come home at all. He said he had to work overtime and it was dangerous to drive home late at night. On weekends, he went on business trips. He rarely had time for me and the kids anymore, but I tried my best to be understanding over this new job, even though I was starting to feel uneasy about it. I shared my struggle over Greg's new job to a few of my trusted friends. They told me to keep an eye on Greg, as it could be possible that he was cheating. I laughed off their absurd suggestions. Greg is my soulmate. He would never cheat on me, I told them. However, their words haunted me. So I checked Greg's phone. I hated to admit it, but I had a gut feeling that my friends were right. I checked his call histories, scanned his messages, and even hacked his social media account. Nothing! Greg was clean. I breathed a sigh of relief. Maybe I was just overthinking things. The next few months went on as usual, and my kids and I were getting used to Greg's busy schedule. One day, my boss sent me to a conference in the city where Greg was working. I didn't tell Greg about it, as I planned to surprise him since he had been working overtime for the past 2 days. I thought maybe we could drive home together. I excitedly went to Greg's office. I even brought him his favorite box of spicy chicken. It was already past work hours and there was only a few people left in the building, so I asked the guard for directions to Greg's office. Noticing the lights were still on, I realized Greg must still be working. I excitedly opened the door and rushed in. What I saw tore me to pieces. Greg was passionately kissing another woman. In anger, I threw the box of fried chicken at them. "How could you do this to me, Greg?" I angrily asked him. "Anya, my love, I can explain," Greg said. I rushed out of his office crying, but Greg didn't even follow me. I sobbed all throughout the train ride until I went home. I can't believe that Greg cheated on me. He was my soulmate. Or Was I wrong about him all along? Greg came home the next day and apologized profusely for cheating on me. However, I am not sure if I could accept his apology and accept him just yet. What do you think I should do? If you have advice for me, leave it in the comments section below. Are you enjoying this video? Share this to your friends and let's get this video to 1,000 likes. Check out our other Nutty stories too.